talk now. This MMA, what we talking about? Yeah, you tuned into the pod now. Gonna be hard for you to stop now. Yeah, we caged in. Yeah, we caged in. Yeah, we caged in.
Welcome back to another episode of Caged In. I'm your host, Chris DiCarlo. Today we got a very special guest making his debut on the show. It is Brian Russell. How are we doing today, my man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I know you got a big fight coming up, Ring Titans 2. You're going in there versus Ian Barrett on December 13th in a new venue this time, the Wolves Den in Pembroke, Massachusetts. Of course, we're here to talk about that and preview that. But first, man, since I haven't had you on the show before, I want to dive into your background and let the people get to know you a little bit better outside of the cage. That sound good to you?
Of course.
All right, man. Where were you born and raised, and what was growing up like for you, man? Just give me the rundown.
I was born and raised in Plymouth, Massachusetts, where Cage Titans actually takes place. It was great being there, living in Plymouth. It's obviously the hometown of America, everyone says, but yeah, that's where I've lived my whole life. It's amazing.
Awesome, man. And talk to me about your athletic background a little bit. Growing up through school, were you playing sports, any traditional sports? Was it just combat sports for you? Just give me the rundown on that real quick.
Yeah, when I was little, I did like a bunch of jujitsu and football and like soccer. I did like how every little kid does to kind of just bounce around, but jujitsu and football was like my main thing. And then when I entered high school, I played football all 4 years of my high school career, and then I wrestled for 3 of my years, sophomore, junior, senior year. But yeah, basically it was just football and wrestling all of high school. That's like really my athletic background right there.
There you go, man. And you mentioned jujitsu and wrestling, so you already started kind of piecing together this MMA skill set pretty early, it sounds like. Talk to me about your introduction to combat sports as a whole. Like, what got you into the gym? Why did you want to start training? And then now, flip that on its head. Why did you want to start competing as well?
Well, my dad put me in it young, like for like self-defense stuff. Then I fell in love with it. He fell in love with it. So I've just been doing it my whole life. We really just started off doing jujitsu and like kind of involved like kickboxing when I was younger. But then after my wrestling career in high school, I was like, I want to like keep this going. Like I don't want to stop like wrestling and doing combat sports. So that's when I entered the Muay Thai. I started doing more Muay Thai, and then I signed a Muay Thai fight like a year after I graduated from high school. And now here I am. I'm gonna do this fight and then hopefully do an MMA fight in my future.
Awesome, man. And when you were growing up training, doing that jujitsu and that wrestling, did you know that you wanted to eventually like compete like on the big stage at some point? Or like when did that transition kind of flip for you for just going to the gym for training for self-defense to actually training to compete?
Yeah, I mean, I always like imagined myself doing like one, maybe two fights. Like that was my main goal, like my whole life. But then like junior year, when I like really started to fall in love with it, I was like, dang, I want to do this like full time. Like I want to be training like every day, all day. And that was probably when like the real switch came, was like junior year wrestling season. Like I really just realized I want to try to make a name for myself in either MMA, Muay Thai, wrestling, do something.
Yeah, man, that sounds sick. And as a fan of fighting as a whole, did you have any favorite fighters, growing up, or currently, do you have any favorite fighters that you're just a fan of, or people that you look up to?
I mean, favorite fighters is I love Zach DiSabatino. I trained with him like my whole life. He's a great one. And then I also love watching Ozzy Martin fight, who's now my training partner when I switched to Nostos. And he's also fighting 2 fights after me on the main event of this card. So those probably two like athletes that I like watching the cage like growing up, and definitely two that I like enjoy watching all the time.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. And I'm sure you're still out there developing your own unique fighting style. But currently, how would you describe your fight style to people right now? Like how you kind of molded yourself in the gym currently?
I would say I would more of like I'm a boxer type of style. Like that's definitely like what I've done like the most of is like more boxing, and like I've done some Muay Thai, like more like traditional Muay Thai style, which I've definitely been doing a lot more this camp. But I would primarily say that like I'm a boxer.
Cool, man. Let's dive into your training camp a bit. Talk to me about camp. I know you mentioned Nostos. What gyms are you working out at now? Where are you getting your rounds in? And what's the regimen for training camp? Kind of looking for Ring Titans too.
Yes, I mean I used to train at South Shore Sports Fight, and that's where I fought out of my last fight. And I still train there from now like time to time. But right now my main gym is Nostos up in New Hampshire, and I mean I train there like 5, 6 days a week, every week, every day. So it's definitely nice up there. So I definitely the transition there was like amazing. It just like felt like a new home when I joined it, and it's just been I feel like I've leveled my game up too, just being there, which is amazing going into a new fight.
Hell yeah, man. I've heard nothing but great things about Nostos. I've ended up, being able to have the pleasure to interview a bunch of those guys, and definitely a
Mhm.
cool gym and definitely a sick environment, it sounds like. So,
Yeah, it's
who
amazing.
who's going to be in your corner on December 13th? Now that you've kind of added this new gym, do you have like a new corner that you're rolling out for ring
Yeah,
tight?
just this fight, it's gonna be one of my coaches, Ben, Devin Powell, and then my other coach, Nick Miles. So those are gonna be my three corner men this time around.
There we go, man. And I know we kind of talked about, you mentioned a little bit, transitioning to MMA eventually. Are you currently still working on MMA skills in the gym, or are you really just focused on, your Muay Thai skill set right now and then working on the MMA stuff a little bit later?
Yeah, right now I'm just doing Muay Thai. I'm doing coming for the Muay Thai fight, so that's what I'm basically preparing for. I've done like a little bit of grappling on weekends after I get my Muay Thai rounds in, but I haven't done doing like any classes focused in MMA based. I mean, I'll probably wrestle a little bit after this stuff like that, but for right now I'm just focused on Muay Thai, focused on what's ahead of me right now.
Awesome, man. Let's talk about your first fight at Ring Titans 1. You go in there, get a unanimous decision victory over Joshua Morais. Now that you've had some time to reflect on it, look back on it, maybe watch it back a couple times, how do you feel about your performance that night?
It was all right. I think it was a good first fight performance. I definitely was like nervous going into it and like got nervous when I was in the ring. And I definitely didn't fight how my game plan was supposed to be. I kind of went in there and kind of brawled. Like I definitely used my boxing set, but I also didn't use my defense at all. I used my more just offensive boxing and kept going and pushing the pace, which was obviously like can show I can stay in there and push the pace, but definitely didn't use my defensive or like more chill, calming game plan that we planned on going in there with.
For sure, man. I know you were landing some big shots. Did you ever feel like you had a chance to get that fight finished?
Yeah, I felt like after the first round, I thought I was be able to get it finished, and then the last 30 seconds of the third round, I actually did think I got the finish because I never heard the bell go off, and then the ref came in, so I thought I did get a TKO, but then I was like after I was like, wait, I never even knocked him down, so we wouldn't have called it a TKO. That was just the end of the round. So that definitely, I thought right there I did, but I thought a couple times, but it just didn't happen.
For sure, man. And what did you learn the most from that first fight? Obviously, you had nothing to really compare it to at first. You're kind of just going in there for the first time. And now that you're going in for the second fight, what did you learn from that first one and the changes that you want to make going into the second one?
Yeah, I mean, definitely learn to be more defensive, not take as many shots, like throw as many shots, but I've learned just more like patience will be the key to like the fighting realm, and I can just counter off of pretty much anything that's going to be able to come at me. So being just more patient, not just being on the aggressive the whole time. Definitely still be aggressive the whole time. That's like one of our plans, but be less aggressive, have my chin down, chin tucked in, and be more of like a tank unit than just be going in there to a brawl.
There we go, man. And let's dive right into Ring Titans 2. As I mentioned at the top of the show, you're going in there versus Ian Barrett. You guys are both 1-0 in the Muay Thai space. How do you feel about Ian as an opponent? And then how do you feel this matchup works out for you?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good fight. I mean, he's definitely, like I've said, he's probably more Muay Thai technically sound than me, but I definitely think I have better boxing and I'll be able to just bring out more of a dog and keep putting pressure on him. But that's not to say he's definitely a great opponent. He's a good fighter. Like I've said, he's has more probably Muay Thai experience than I do. But I'm just gonna go in there, and I've been working on Muay Thai this whole camp. Pretty much that's all I've been doing. So I'm gonna go in there and try to just outgame his strengths and get the victory.
There we go, man. And you both made your debut at that Ring Titans 1 event. Did you have a chance to see his fight at all? Maybe watch it back after the fact? And if so, what did you think about his performance? And did you learn anything about him as a fighter?
I mean, I didn't get the chance to watch it in person because I was doing like all the medicals and interviews right after because he was the fight right after me. But I definitely watched it back like now in camp and seeing his how he fights, and he's definitely a point scorer is what I would say. I don't think he'd be able to like, go get the finish. He's definitely more like a technical like Muay Thai guy, just like goes for the points and will find all the kicks and stuff like that. So I think that I've definitely learned a lot by watching him and seeing, but we'll see.
There we go, man. And you guys had that really cool face-off moment, very intense at Cage Titan 74. When you were in there, man, could you feel the buzz of the announcement? And I saw you guys were jawing at each other a little bit. What were you guys saying to each other?
Yeah, I mean, there was a picture that said I was looking at his lips, and I was just looking him up and down and telling him that he's not about that. He's not going to be able to do anything. They caught me at a wrong time. So that doesn't matter. He can keep saying that and all of his friends like that, but is what it is. But it was definitely like first ever, like both of our first ever like face offs and that like that moment. It was definitely like it was cool to experience. I mean, I wouldn't say like you could feel the buzz of the crowd because it was like intermission. You heard like a yell like right as it got announced, but then it was kind of like me and him right there, just talking and saying stuff.
Yeah, man. It definitely went pretty crazy on social media, the buzz between you two, and I think that's kind of why this fight has been hyped up as much as it is. I know you guys are near the top of this fight card. Are you excited to be like a feature bout on this card? I know there's a lot of fights to be towards the top, and only your second fight. It must be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited to be the feature card. It's kind of nice being able to I'm going to be fighting, and then obviously go do the medical stuff, and then I can watch my teammate Ozzy fight like right away, which will be nice because then we can just go home right after and hopefully celebrate 2 wins.
Oh yeah, man. What can the fans expect from the return of Brian Russell once you get in there at Ring Titans 2?
Great showing. I mean, every fight that I'm going to have is going to be a great showing. I'm going to try to put on for my family, my friends, and the no-stos and everybody that I've trained with. I'm just going to try to do it for them and just get the win. But it's going to be a fun one no matter what.
Awesome, man. Very excited to see you two go in there and scrap it out. Two young guys. One just had your first fight. Now you guys are already going in there versus each other in fight number 2. Very exciting matchup. I can't wait to witness it. Before I let you get out of here, man, it's the end of the year. You're going to have 2 fights under your belt by the end of 2025. What are the plans for you in 2026? Are we looking at some more Muay Thai fights? Maybe start transitioning to MMA? What are your plans for next year?
My goal right now is to do maybe 1 or 2 MMA fights. I want to be transitioning to the MMA world. Obviously, that might not go as planned because I have a lot of stuff going on next year with school. Like I have a lot to do here next year, so there's definitely a lot of factors that play like in play to be able to do like this lifestyle. It's a commitment, so I'm gonna have to see game plan. But the goal is hopefully 2 MMA fights, maybe another
Awesome.
Muay Thai fight. But I'll definitely make my MMA debut next year.
Awesome, man. Sounds good. I can't wait to see that as well. Before I let you go, man, where can the people come find you on social media? Anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to thank, man? Now's your time.
Yeah, I would like to thank my coaches this camp for just doing everything for me and then all my training partners. And if you want to find me on social media, it's Brian.Russell58 underscore. So you can go see me over there. And yeah, just thank you to all my family, my friends, and all my coaches and teammates that have made this possible for me.
Awesome, Brian. I appreciate you coming on here, taking a little bit of time to chop it up with me. Very excited to
Of
see you
course.
get in there on December 13th, man. And best of luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, man. Anytime.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Broke it down for the count and he can't even talk now. This MMA, what we talking about? Yeah, you tuned into the pod now. Gonna be hard for you to stop now. Yeah, we caged in. Yeah, we caged in. Yeah, we caged in.